Does BodyTalk, in your professional opinion, does it incorporate the other modalities that you also practice, the acupuncture and NATE?
Oh yes, there's a ton in BodyTalk that is traditional Chinese medicine, which is the basis behind acupuncture. Everything in NAT has been incorporated into BodyTalk. And that's not all. I mean, there's also psychology and craniosacral. There's elements of different modalities that have been incorporated into BodyTalk, so that you can do a lot of things with the body. You can basically help heal the body with the help of the essence of different other modalities.
And the body will also ask for what it needs,
yes,
right?
Yes. And if there's something that could be beneficial that's not in the scope of BodyTalk, like for instance, if you have a cavity or if you need a root canal or something like that, there's this whole section of the BodyTalk protocol that's other modalities.
Biofeedback plays a huge part in this, wouldn't you say?
Oh yes.
Explain biofeedback for people who've never experienced that.
Well, biofeedback is a pretty simple principle, and you can do it about 100 different ways. And the way we do it at BodyTalk is we just say, we find a joint or an area of the body. It could be a joint, it could be skin, it could be something else where that's movable, that's comfortable for the client and the practitioner, where we just set up a neuromuscular or fascial biofeedback where I say, show me a no, and I get one response, and show me a yes, and I get another response. So when I as a practitioner feel comfortable with my yeses and nos with that particular client, then we proceed. Show me a yes, show me a no. And I think that the most obvious illustration of this that a lot of people are familiar with is if you hold a piece of food that's good for you that you really like in one hand and you hold your arm out and somebody pushes on it, then that arm will be strong. But if you hold something that's toxic, for instance like super glue or liquid paper, that's always a good one, in one hand.
Coca-Cola,
there you go. In one hand, something really toxic, and then somebody pushes down on your arm, you'll have absolutely no muscle strength in that, because that item that you're holding in your hand is A, not good for you, B, toxic, and C, detrimental to your health. So it's the same principle. I can ask any question and get a yes, no about that person's body-mind complex.